Hello, everybody, and welcome to this VPS Game Time production of Greater St. Helens basketball. Tonight we have Washougal visiting Columbia River. I'm Nick Vole. I'm joined by Orion Ludlow. Orion, should be a fun basketball game tonight.
Yeah, you got an 11-2 team. Columbia River having a great season.
And we've got Washougal starters coming out right now. We've got Washougal starters coming out right now. Starting for Washougal tonight, number 4, Carter Murray. Number 5, number 11, Moses McEwen. Number 20, Cade Coons. Number 22, Carson Adams. And number 25, Troy Prince Butterfield. Player you're going to want to keep your eyes on tonight, Moses McEwen, 6'5" senior forward, the team's leading scorer. Always a threat to put the ball in the basket. The head coach of Washougal, A.J. Labrie. And next up, of course, the Columbia River starters.
Your hometown champion.
So the starters for Columbia River tonight: senior guard Jacob Yort, number 15 Evan Dirksen, number 1 Nate Snook, you see on your screen right there, number 24 Jack Armstrong, and number 32 Nassim Gutierrez. As Orion mentioned, this Columbia River team, 11-2 on the season, 5-0 in league. This is a team that, you know, watchers of Columbia River have to feel have something special this year, a real threat to go deep in the QA playoffs.
Well, there's some good height on this Columbia River team.
Yeah, they're a tall high school team.
Absolutely. Look like they're starting 3 players who are 6'5" and older or higher.
I stood next to this team as they were coming out of the locker room earlier today, and I felt like a midget, and I'm 5'11", so it's not like that high school thing where they add 2 inches to every player. These guys are tall. So we're looking forward to a fun ball game tonight.
Good looking crowd, lots of banners on the gymnasium wall here at Columbia River High School. Dating back to 1964 is the first one, state champs in cross country, lots of cross country up there, and some bowling, some track.
Columbia River, the home team, of course, in white. Washougal in black. You see across the gym, it looks like it's sort of a half-filled gym, but the thing is, all of the fans sit on the same side we're on, so it's a pretty full house in here on our side.
Armstrong and Prince Butterfield are jumping it up here.
And Columbia River wins the tip. Evan Dirksen chases it down. So Snook out to Dirksen. Snook tried to go back door, nothing cooking there. Gutierrez back out to Snook. Inside, Dirksen.
Well, he got free on a nice screen there coming across the lane. That was set up from the get-go.
That's pretty typical Columbia River basketball. Lots of movement, lots of passing, lots of three-point shooting. They're a fun team to watch. Washougal looking to penetrate, not getting too far here. Running a little bit of a modified weave.
Good score off the jump stop there from Cade Coons.
Yeah,
he's been handling the ball a lot.
Not a tall guy, but used that jump stop to create some space there. And now River coming back at it. Yort with the ball.
Murray and Coons, the starting backcourt for Washougal, 5'9" and 5'10". Not respectfully, I got that backwards. Murray's 5'10".
Yort into
Double
Gutierrez.
team up top leads to a turnover.
Yeah, Gutierrez not quite ready for that pass. Comes back the other way. Gutierrez is more of a spot-up jump shooting big. They don't post him up too often, but he is a very skilled big man.
Yeah, he's the tallest guy on the starting lineup on the whole team, actually.
Scrum on the court right in front of us. Coach Long not happy about how that one was a no call. Here's a 3 from Washougal. That's off the glass, no good. Dirksen with the rebound. Kicks ahead to Gutierrez. Kind of a funny play there. Blocking call on number 25, Troy Prince Butterfield. No, wait, I looked down to get the name. What did I miss there? A traveling violation. It looked like the original official called a blocking foul. The other one overruled him.
Well, the ball kind of came up onto Gutierrez's shoulder there, and it seemed like there was some contact too, but I was surprised to see the traveling call there.
Looks like the refs are letting things run a little loose so far here tonight. Deep three. That one finds the bottom of the net.
Three-point basket by McEwen.
So there's the scorer for Washougal doing what he does.
And Washougal with an early 3-point lead.
Gutierrez has at least 6 inches on that defender. Foul away from the ball there on Washougal.
Yeah, Troy Prince Butterfield, 6'2". He's got a tough matchup there against Gutierrez.
Cade Coons called on that foul.
Another turnover on that baseline, Nick.
Yeah, same spot as before. It didn't look like York was ready for that pass, but he's saying my bad. He's grabbing the jersey saying my bad. Here comes Coons. Beats the pressure. So Carter Murray listed at 5'10" there. I think that's a generous list. He not quite that tall. Great block. Dirksen with the block, and here comes Snook. He's hammered. That foul called on Cade Coons.
Is that the second one on Coons now? Or is, yeah. Coons has to take an early seat, Nick. He's got a couple of fouls now.
So here comes Columbia River, down 3 points early in the first quarter. Snook, another turnover for River, and here comes Washougal. Carter Murray with the ball. Into the ball game, Alex Orr, a 5'10" junior. There's a three. Rims in and out. Gutierrez with a strong rebound. Here comes Columbia River.
So you want to slow it down. 4 turnovers in a row. You had the 2 out of bounds on the baseline, the traveling call, and then the turnover there with the steal. You hope for some, get the offense going on this possession.
So foul away from the ball. Jacob York trying to get free along the baseline, caught up by a Washougal player. That foul going to number 11, Moses McEwen, his first foul.
That's the 3rd foul that Washougal's picked up early here in the first.
Lobs it into Armstrong. Great inbounds play. Armstrong not able to finish. And here comes Washougal pushing it up. River back to stop the push. Spin move. Off the glass. Pretty shot out of Alex Orr. Uses the pivot foot and goes glass over the bigger defender.
Yeah, it's not banker's hours, but the bank was open.
Yord up top. Kicks it into Armstrong. Great entry pass into Gutierrez. Gutierrez lays it in. We should see that kind of play continue here as Gutierrez with a major height advantage.
That's where McEwen likes the ball, you know this.
And that ball hit the wire above the basket standard, out of bounds to River.
I don't know, it felt like that thing might have had a chance coming back down the second time.
Old high school gyms with the basket standards.
Yeah, takes me back. This is a good looking gym.
Yeah, it's a fun classic high school gym. Here's a 3-pointer from the corner. That's a pretty shot.
So wish.
That's number 20, Caden DeZort, a 3-point shooter into the ball game for the first time. Great pressure defense from Columbia River, and here comes York. Easy left-hand layup all the way. Jacob York.
And just like that, Columbia Rivers ran off 7 straight points, and they're in the lead.
York, Columbia River's leading scorer, and we'll have a little bit more on him later in our broadcast. Here's Orr looking for somewhere to go. A lot of dribbling here. Columbia River playing a man-to-man defense and not a lot of room for Washougal to create here. Trying to run these screens and curls off the top, and
whoa. Points are going to come hard against defense like that, and points just came hard. That was a great take.
Carter Murray lowered his shoulder and picked up the deuce. Some aggressive defense there out of number 3, Dimitri Wells. Number 3, Alex Orr.
Yeah. We should say with Washougal's defense, I mean, they've forced several turnovers. They've also been a couple of turnovers that were unforced. But you look at this, they're playing good, strong defense. They're trying to protect the inside.
Deep 3-pointer from York, no good.
two Chieftains fought over that one.
Dirksen had been begging for the ball underneath. He had an opening for a moment there. Tipped pass. Here comes Columbia River. Dirksen with the ball. Kicks it to Yort. That's an easy layup. Great transition offense there from Columbia River.
Nice decision to hold the ball, keep it until the defense collapsed, and then get that pass. That was a great play.
So we see this over and over again out of Washougal, this three-man weave up top. And that three-pointer's no good. And here comes River. Yort with the ball. Dirksen holds it up top, trying to set the offense here.
Maybe working to Gutierrez in the post.
Gutierrez no good there. You see that smooth stroke out of Gutierrez. Really good mechanics for a big man. McEwen to Murray. Now back out to Orr.
McEwen, oh.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get that three-pointer from McEwen, but with Columbia River's length, they're stretching him way out up top.
About 5 on the shot clock here. Strong take. Yeah.
Yort pulls it down. Here comes Columbia River. He's looking to make some moves. Kicks it out into the corner. Dirksen along the baseline. He goes up righty. He is a lefty, I believe, so that's a tough shot for him, but he draws the whistle.
Yeah, foul from behind. He had a lane to the rim there. Nice take.
So that foul called on Carson Adams, his first foul. Or is Dirksen a righty? Am I just wrong? No, I'm wrong. He's a righty. He looks like a lefty. He's lanky.
Yeah, that's right.
He runs like a lefty.
Yeah, he's got like that Stacey Ogman look, right? Was he a lefty?
He was.
Throwing names.
The plastic man? Oh, yeah, he is a lefty. Good replay there. You can see the foul. And that one drops through, and
yeah, you got to make
Columbia River's up 13-9.
Yeah, McEwen 6'5". He's on the outside a lot. He's trying to get open for that three-pointer. We've seen him make one today.
We got a foul against Washougal for looks like an illegal screen there. That one called on number 35, Nick Oakes in the game, a 6'4" senior. That is his first foul. You're going to see that when they run the offense like this. Lots of screens up top, lots of motion. Sometimes those screeners aren't going to be set.
There's just so much length on this River team. I mean, they have a 6'5" guy bringing the ball up the floor. There's a lot of NBA teams that don't have that.
Armstrong back out to Yort. He takes the elbow jump shot. Doesn't quite get that one. And here comes Washougal. Yort trying to surprise Orr there, but can't quite come up with a steal. And Washougal resets. 15 seconds left on the game clock here in the first quarter.
Running that weave out top. See if McEwen's going to come across for this three at the end. Yeah. Oh.
Right on line, just a couple inches short. Here comes Yort for the prayer.
Oh.
At the end of one, it's the Panthers 9.
So at the end of one quarter, Columbia River 13, Washougal 9. A slow start for Columbia River, but a big finish. Going down early, 7-2, but coming all the way back to take that lead back.
A lot of those early turnovers, I mean, it's not jitters. You know, it's probably just warming up. And once they got it going, you saw fast break points, three-pointers. The Chieftains showing all their tricks.
And of course, the leading scorer, as I mentioned, Columbia River, is senior Jacob Yort. And Yort just announced he is a finalist for the McDonald's All-American game, one of the biggest honors a high school basketball player can receive. He is one of, I believe,
just 13 that were nominated in the state of Washington.
Yeah,
that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, and one of 283 nationally, which sounds like a lot, but you're talking the entire country here, and he's going to find out on Tuesday if he actually makes the game. So let's hope he does. I mean, he's shooting well this year. He's a good senior leader, and you know, our area deserves some recognition for our basketball talent.
That would be a great honor.
Gutierrez almost with a steal. Washougal comes out within the scrum inside. Great pump fake.
Nice that's work. Jacob Davis just in the game.
Some good big man footwork there. Give him the old Kevin McHale pump fake and under. I like making these Stacey Augmon and Kevin McHale references for the kids who are watching.
Yeah, that's YouTube.
Great entry pass there.
Assist. 20.
So Orr with the ball here. Another good move. This time comes up short. Great block by Gutierrez. Oh, called for the foul. Oaks with the rebound. Looked like Gutierrez had it clean, but the ref saw it the other way.
First team foul charge.
So that's going to be Oaks going to the line, the 6'4" senior. Let's see, Gutierrez there probably did not agree with that call.
You know, on the road against a team with this kind of league record, you know, Columbia River, the Chieftains 5-0 in league, 11-2 overall. On the road, you're Washougal, you're looking to keep it close.
You see the foul there. Looked like it was all ball to me, but, you know, the ref saw it another way.
Yeah. Can't second guess those guys. They are the arbiters of everything, what we're doing.
Oaks getting the pair.
You know, I like Washougal's keeping it close. Panthers are within 2. This has to be something they're pretty happy about.
Skip to York. That shot is blocked. And here comes Washougal. Great pressure defense there. Dirksen making it hard on Orr there. Orr trapped. Double team. Dirksen takes it away. He's going coast to coast with this one. Lays it off. Wanted the call. Didn't get it. Here comes Washougal with a 4-on-2. Almost throw it away.
Tiptoeing on the line. Nice save.
Ben Goodkind.
Tapped away by, that was Jacob Hort. York. My sincere apologies.
All the way with the left hand. Great take by Ben Goodkind, the senior, using the left hand there to evade the defender and dropping his shoulder and protecting that basketball.
Got a tie ball game. 15 all here in the second.
Skip pass. There's a three-point shot. This one's off right.
A lot of little guys getting big rebounds for the Panthers tonight. A lot of guard rebounds.
It looked like there was a poke in the face there, but they called the, yeah, they did call it on the shot. You can see there, number 5, Ben Goodkind rubbing his eye there. It looked like he got poked in the eye. Coach Long hoping for the call before the shot, but not getting his way.
There's your lefty, Nick.
Yeah.
You got to imagine left hand, left dominant eye.
See, there was the foul right there.
Free throws right now.
Yeah. There's York for 3. He knew that one was off. He chased it. Gutierrez with the board. Reset here for Columbia River. Dirksen getting the call from the bench, taking it up top. York,
nice
great pass.
What a sweet delivery.
Good vision out of York there. And that's the advantage of having a shooter like him. He hasn't hit the outside shots yet today, but we know he can shoot those. Draws the defense out, creates room for Gutierrez inside, and then York with the vision to find him.
That was, you know, the pass coming around the top of the key there and elevating and then making that bullet pass. With the defense that Washougal's playing, that could feed the big man. It's great gameplay. It was a great pass.
And you can see some of the touch there, and Gutierrez drops that first free throw in. And that's a great shot from Ethan, our baseline camera guy. Great job. All right, so here comes in Carter Murray, just checked back into the ball game. He loses it. There's a 2-on-1 now for Columbia River. All the way to the basket. Hayden DeZort with the basket. He is Columbia River's leading scorer with 5. Here comes the trap from River. Washougal escapes it, kicks it on the corner, and that's a walk. His eyes got bigger than his appetite there. It drugged his foot as soon as he saw the open man in the corner. Got a little excited. And
yeah. And at that moment, the Chieftain D was closing out and just put a little bit of a wobble into that step.
Columbia River swinging this ball around up top. Resort out to Dirksen. In the corner for Snook, that pass is deflected. Snook, a sophomore, the youngest player in the regular rotation here, the only sophomore on the varsity roster for Columbia River, getting the start tonight. He and Desort sometimes start back and forth. They trade out that spot, depending on what Coach Long likes in the matchups. So York to inbound here. Way up top to Snook. York with the pump fake. Kicks it into the corner. Dirksen headed to the basket. Drops it in. Tough finish. He wants the call. Doesn't get it, but he does get 2 points.
The pump fake, the decision to drive out in the corner was a good one for him. That was a good looking play.
That trap. Looks like they got the timeout call. Had nowhere to go with the ball, tried to call timeout, eventually got the timeout, shook the ref's hand afterwards.
Well, shook the ref's hand because he accidentally bounced the ball off his noggin. The ref was looking one way, he tossed the ball to the ref.
You know, if you are a Twitter user, you can follow along with VPS Game Time on our Twitter handle, @VPS Game Time. We've got our schedule, we've got highlights from games, we've got good sports news from all around our area. Follow us today, we might follow you back. And at the very least, it's a good follow. So,
you know I follow it on one of my accounts.
On one of your, how many accounts do you have?
Just 2.
But you only follow it on
one
one?
for work, yeah.
So you gotta follow it on the other one too.
Okay, you need all the followers sharing that love we can, right? Yeah, we're looking at Columbia River rattled off 6 quick ones here, and you know, Washougal's had a hard time getting the ball over the half-court line with this press defense that the Chieftains brought out. So here you get a chance to set up the offense.
And that's one of the advantages Columbia River has with this long team. They're able to make life harder because it's tough to get passes over the top of these defenders.
And a lot of the similar body
Snook
types, so people can switch off on defense. You could, you know, you don't know who if you're, Washougal, you're coming up on offense, and you don't know who's going to be guarding you. They can switch back and forth. That's a tough defense to have to achieve against.
Yeah, it looked like Snook tipped that one, but the refs say no. It looks like there's a foul call here away from the ball. Looks like that's on Jacob Davis, if I'm not mistaken. That is on Jacob Davis. So they're over the limit, and Dirksen's going to head to the line. He'll be shooting 1 and 1. No good, and here comes Washougal. Daring him to shoot it, so he does, and they shouldn't have let him do that.
No,
Ben Goodkind.
Made him pay.
Goodkind, the leading scorer for Washougal with 5 points.
You know, it's tough to have that much time sometimes, Nick. You know, when you have that much time to think about it.
But he had some mental toughness there. Focused and made the shot.
Fortitudinous.
Yort alone on the baseline. Kicks it into Armstrong. Looks like he was on the baseline. Stepped out. Good vision out of York there. He picked up the open man on that rotation. The help came and he found Armstrong. He just stepped on the baseline before he did it. So here comes Washougal, down 3. 3:41 here left in the second quarter.
McEwen back in the game, I think.
Wild shot, but followed in.
Yeah, that was a great rebound and follow by Carson Adams. He got up to where the big boys live. That was some good vert and a good conversion.
Here's Desort getting out to Yort. Yort trying to get something going to the basket. Great defense there. And there's a steal for Washougal. Another turnover for Columbia River. Here come the Panthers. A little confusion there, but they've got it settled down. Snook with the pressure.
Jacob Davis.
Washougal looking for some opening. There's a three-point attempt. That's off the back iron.
McEwen
Big
gets
board
the
for
offensive
McEwen.
board, though.
Looks like McEwen got hit in the face at some point. No foul call. He's calling for a sub. And we're going to see one. Checking into the game.
Yeah, you might have a contact issue. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, he's trying to play defense and hold his nose. Backdoor to Snook, no good. Great finish by, or followed by Armstrong.
Great offensive rebound. Yeah, that.
Looks like we've got a timeout for the injured player. McEwen looks like he got hit in the nose. I think he's trying to. It looks like he's going to run to the locker room there to straighten it out. A little blood we see there. Well, hey, you know, Vancouver voters passed a bond measure back in February and worked to improve school buildings. This is February of last year, of course. We're almost back 1 year from then. But to replace school buildings and repair others has already begun. The repair work includes roofs, boilers, and other problem areas in schools. Ogden and Marshall Elementaries, McLaughlin Middle School, and Vancouver ITech Preparatory are getting new buildings soon, and more are on the way. If you would like to stay up to date on the progress of these bond projects, head to that website on your screen, vanesty.org/reschools. A lot of exciting things happening in our schools thanks to the bond measure that voters passed, and we're really starting to see some of that work. We just saw new trees planted at schools. We're seeing new playgrounds coming in at schools, new roofs, new bleachers at several high schools. The plans are coming in now for those first round of schools that are going to be replaced. It's fascinating. At McLaughlin Middle School and Marshall Elementary, which share a giant plot of land. Traditionally, they've been separate schools, pretty far apart from each other. In the new design, they'll actually be built conjoined so they can share some common spaces. That includes the kitchen space. That'll save taxpayers a lot of money because it'll be one kitchen staff instead of two, one kitchen space instead of two. There'll be community spaces they're going to share. So it's very exciting to see the ways the architects and the school leaders are working together to plan out these new school buildings to make them fully functional.
That's, yeah, smart work. You know, I always, as a taxpayer, I like to see my money at work. You know, I like to see things, and I mean, things like school improvements help everybody. Schools help everybody.
Yeah, and if you live in the neighborhood, these are community spaces people can go. Even if you don't have kids in the schools anymore, you can still see the benefits from some of these, and I think the Vancouver voters recognized that when they passed this bond measure last year. Of course, Evergreen Public Schools looking to pass a bond measure 2 right now, so if you live in that district, you should check out the information and make sure you vote one way or the other, but make sure you vote. So we're back in action here. Yort about to inbound the ball into Dirksen. Yort, wide open back door. They missed him. Desort with the ball now up top. Kicks it out to Snook. Back out to Desort. A lot of three-point shooting in the game for the Chieftains right now. Tip ball. Scrum on the ball. Looks like Washougal picks it up. Another turnover in that corner. That's a fatal corner for the Chieftains tonight.
Boy, indeed.
There's a three-point attempt. That one's good. Troy Prince Butterfield with his first basket of the night, and that one's a three. All of a sudden, Washougal takes the lead, 22-21. It's a game of run so far.
Yeah. There was a Yort's been spending a lot of time setting up his teammates tonight. I wonder if part of that is due to the pressure from Washougal, or if
Snook with the pump fake, yeah. Tough take to the basket. He draws a foul. He had nowhere to go there. It's a tough play for the defender. He did commit the foul. He nudged him down low, but Snook had nowhere to go there.
Sent Nate Snook to the line to shoot a pair.
And that one's good. Makes it a one-point game. The opportunity to tie it here with a second free throw.
Coach Long calling in some instructions for when the Chieftains go back on D.
And it's easier to press when you've made a basket, that's for sure. And that's what we're seeing, a full court press here out of Columbia River. Washougal trying to set it up. Or just dribble it across half court. Yort with some tough defense.
Wow.
All the way to the basket. No
Butterfield,
good.
Prince Butterfield.
Pulls down the rebound for the Chieftains.
Yort brings it back.
Off to Snook, reset the offense here. Both teams playing excellent transition defense here. Snook wanted the foul, didn't get it. Ball's up in the air. There's another turnover for Columbia River. Here comes Washougal up ahead.
Davis to Prince Butterfield. Oh, rejected.
Yeah, Armstrong not happy with that one. I think he's got a point. Went straight up there. He must have gotten some arm, and hopefully we'll see that on the replay. Our crack replay squad might have that one for us.
Do I remember Jack Armstrong's name from the football game earlier this year?
It's difficult for me to tell what you remember.
Yes.
But you know what? We didn't see Columbia River earlier this year. So yeah, that looked like a clean play to me. I think the official's call is Armstrong's arms were slightly forward instead of being the straight up and down, but he did have the ball, so I'm not sure if that's a good call or not. But in any case, the free throw is good, and it's 25-23 Washougal.
Probably just a couple possessions left in this half before we hit halftime.
Oh, Gutierrez wide open under the basket.
You can see Dirksen urging calm. We've got time.
13 seconds left here on the shot clock. Dirksen.
Now Yort wide open.
Kicks it out to Yort. Yort for three. This one off to the right. No, it's good. From my angle, it looked to the right, but he dropped it through. Shouldn't call it before it goes.
Yeah, they were paying very little attention to him as the ball was on the other side of the court, and he had time to size up that shot long before he got the ball.
Washougal short on the three. We'll have one more shot at it.
With a beautiful rebound. That was luck.
Off the back iron. So, at halftime, Columbia River 26, Washougal 25. You know, I would say for Columbia River, this is not the first half they wanted to have, and yet they are up by 1 point at the half.
I mean, at halftime, I guarantee Coach Long is going to be talking about possessions and turnovers.
We're seeing some highlights here. There's the three from Washougal. The great move in the post there from Alex Orr. Yort all the way to the basket with the left hand. That great pass interior to Gutierrez with the follow. There's that three there.
That was a big part of Washougal's half, was threes and taking advantage of turnovers.
Three. There's the last three-pointer by Yort. That's his first three of the game, the three-point shooter for Columbia River. Held in check, but we have a whole half of basketball here to go. So we're going to take a quick break at halftime today. We're going to see videos from our school district's magnet programs, because now is the time to sign up for them. So we're going to teach you about some of the magnet programs students have opportunities to enroll in to get ready for careers in college. So we're going to toss to those, and we'll see you all in about 8 minutes. If you want an academically challenging, internationally themed curriculum, and you have excellent study and time management skills, the International Baccalaureate Magnet would be a great fit for you. IB courses are offered for both your required and elective credits. As a freshman and sophomore, you'll take pre-baccalaureate classes which prepare you for the IB program your junior and senior year. You can earn an IB diploma if you successfully complete 5 IB classes in English, world language, history, science, mathematics, and 1 elective IB course. Plus, you'll need to complete the IB core requirements consisting of a theory of knowledge class, an extended essay, and the creativity, action, and service hours. Or you can choose to take individual IB courses if you just like to seek academic rigor in a specific area of interest. You'll have the option to earn college credit while you're in high school and leave with an internationally recognized diploma. If you are curious about the world around you and are interested in global issues that impact all of us, then the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies is for you. Fort is a member of the Asia Society's International Studies Schools Network, and our school-wide International Studies program is about developing your global competence through investigating the world, recognizing perspectives, communicating your ideas, and taking action to make a difference in your community and our world. In every class at Fort's Center for International Studies, students are actively learning about global issues and how they can positively impact our world. All Fort students have access to a wide variety of globally focused coursework, including Mandarin and Model United Nations. At Fort, there's a travel center where you can explore learning opportunities within the United States and internationally to broaden your perspective and enhance your high school experience. Students at Fort also have the option to earn an International Studies diploma by completing projects in community service along with their required courses. While you're here at Fort Center for International Studies, you can take advantage of our programs of choice such as culinary arts, medical arts, and welding and machine technology. Fort students are making a difference in our world. Come be a part of the diverse and vibrant school community at the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies. When you're at home, do you enjoy helping in the kitchen? Do you like to watch the experts on the Food Network? Are you not afraid to try different types of food? If so, then this is the program for you. The Culinary Arts program explores different foods from around the world. You'll dive right in and learn cooking methods, menu planning, and nutrition, all in our industrial kitchen. And you'll be able to get your food handler's card to prepare you for a job right now. You'll learn skills that will help you step into the world of hospitality. Imagine working at a restaurant, resort, or on a cruise ship, or working as a chef in a hospital or private home. You'll be able to explore many different careers in culinary arts that would allow you to work around the world.
It's an amazing program. The teachers are great, and you're going to learn a lot, and not just about cooking, just teamwork. It's great.
You will experience a variety of hands-on activities in this program, experience high-volume food production by working side by side with our food court cooks, show off your newly found skills to the public through our catering program, participate in the operation of our own student-run cafe, which serves lunches, snacks, and barista-style coffee drinks. So grab a chef's jacket and hat and join us in culinary arts. Are you interested in a career in the healthcare field? Then the Fort Vancouver High School Medical Arts Magnet may be the program for you. Learn how the human body and mind work. Discover what your career options are in healthcare.
I heard about the medical magnet, and so I thought that was a great opportunity for me to expand on my knowledge.
The Fort Vancouver Medical Magnet provides you with many opportunities to meet, shadow, and work with healthcare professionals in our community. The academic core and elective classes provide students with a comprehensive, challenging academic experience to prepare them for post-secondary education, including technical, 2-year, and 4-year certificate and degree programs.
You're going to gain a lot of experiences and a lot of skills that when you do go into college, you're kind of going to be ahead of them.
Students in the Medical Magnet are given multiple opportunities to participate in community healthcare events, such as Pacific Northwest Diabetes Week, Relay for Life with the American Cancer Society, Heart Education with the Hope Heart Institute of Seattle, triage and mass casualty drills with local hospitals, college campuses, and law enforcement agencies, all of which create lasting friendships and important professional connections. In addition to the strong academic core, Medical Magnet students have the opportunity to earn up to 16 Clark College credits in Clark's Healthcare Core. The credits can be applied to many of Clark College's certification programs, including Pharmacy Tech, Medical Billing and Coding, Medical Receptionist, and Medical Transcriptionist, or the credits can be transferred to many Washington State post-secondary institutions.
Healthcare is a growing industry. It's in constant demand.
The Bureau of Labor and Statistics projects the healthcare field will continue to be in the top 20 for employment and wage increases over the next 10 years. Get a head start on your way to a fun, challenging, and fulfilling career in healthcare. Join the Fort Vancouver Medical Magnet and be part of the team that will make a difference in the lives of so many people.
If you love to work with your hands and dream of a career that pays very well in the near future, then the welding program is a fantastic start to making that dream come true. Students in the welding program learn the necessary technical knowledge and skills to complete projects for the school and community. Safe work habits and the proper use of materials are stressed as students learn the application of tools, machines, and welding basics. You will learn blueprint reading, how to weld joints in all positions, and apply mathematics from basic math to trigonometry. You can earn industry certification through OSHA, Amatral, and Tooling U, and move directly into a well-paying career, participate in an apprenticeship program, or continue on to college. Check with your counselor or career specialist to see if this program is offered in your school.
Do you enjoy science, math, or technology? Are you considering a career as a physical or chemical scientist? How about a mechanical engineer or video game programmer? Then the SMT Magnet is for you. In the SMT Magnet, you'll build on your passion for science, mathematics, and/or technology by designing solutions to real-world problems using a hands-on approach and state-of-the-art technology. College-level, advanced placement science and math classes are offered for the student looking to get a jump on earning college credit. Your coursework will focus on problem-solving and research within a community of learners that are committed to success.
You'll also be able to expand your interest in science, math, and technology by participating in extracurricular activities such as FIRST Robotics, SMTM Council, Knowledge Bowl, Science Bowl, Technology Club, and the Math Team.
So we have a cold weather front coming in from the north and a wet weather coming in from the west, which means we could be looking at a 90% chance of some snow, so be safe out there.
But the school closed.
Sorry, guys.
VPS Game Time provides students with an experience unlike any other. If you like sports or technology, or just want to try something new, VPS Game Time lets kids support their schools in a new way. With professional broadcasting equipment, you can work behind the scenes to produce a live sports broadcast.
All right, we are back. It is the second half of Columbia River versus Washougal. A fun first half, very competitive. Columbia River up 26-25 at the start of the third quarter, trying to inbound the ball here, coming towards the right on your screen. Dirksen holding the ball up top here. I'm Nick Vold, joined by Orion Ludlow.
How you doing, everybody? If you're just joining us, the first half was a myriad of turnovers for Columbia River, along with some really crisp offense. You see how they moved the ball here. I mean, that was a very nice play to get the ball inside to Gutierrez.
Yeah, really intentional play there to try to take advantage of that height advantage, but here comes Washougal after the defensive stop. Washougal starting lineup quite a bit shorter than Columbia River, but they're doing a great job boxing out and rebounding and keeping River off the boards.
We're going to need to watch fouls on number 20 there, Cade Coons. He picked up a couple early in the first half trying to slow down this really long Columbia River team, like especially the ball handlers, taller than almost anybody on the starting lineup for Washougal.
McEwen with the missed three as the shot clock came down, and here comes Columbia River. Caden DeZort gets the start in the second half out to Dirksen. Yort inbounds it there to Dirksen, looking to take advantage of that height advantage. Armstrong will kick back out.
Reset.
Restart. 15 seconds left here on the shot clock. Yort calling for the ball inside, not getting it. Gutierrez takes to the basket, draws the blocking foul. That one looks like it's on Carson Adams. Excuse me, that one is on Troy Prince Butterfield.
Oh, that's his first.
So Yort inbounds here. He's trying to post up. River trying to get the ball into the post, but the Washougal defense fronting and keeping that ball out. Here comes DeZort all the way to the basket with a scoop, no good. So I can hold the back foul there on Columbia River.
Yeah, Dirksen, he's active. He's been fun to watch today because he's taking the ball to the hoop. He's brings it up.
Evan Dirksen in the middle of all of the action tonight. It's funny, he's a tall guy. We've seen him bring the ball up. We've seen him a variety of roles for the Chieftains here. Also key in that defense. Skip pass. There's a jump shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound for Washougal.
That's Prince Butterfield who tracked that down. Now McEwen and Prince Butterfield both can shoot for their, those are the posts for this team.
Skip pass here. Washougal trying to penetrate, and they do right there, all the way to the basket with the left hand, no good. Here comes Columbia River. Yort with this drop right into Dirksen. Great vision there from Yort. Saw the two defenders coming and just dropped it right into Dirksen's lap.
You know, these Chieftains players, I've seen it several times already today. They make great choices on the fast break.
Yeah, and for a passing team as sharp and crisp as River normally is, that's why those turnovers are so surprising. And there's a three-pointer from Cade Coons. That's his first of the ball game. Now with 5 points.
I think he's been waiting to unleash it.
Here's Dirksen up top, out to Desort. Back pick from Gutierrez, frees up Dirksen. Nice and easy, great play there by Gutierrez to spring that with the back pick.
Yeah, you see that in the NBA a lot. The shooter ends up being wide open at the rim.
There's a three-pointer, short. York with the rebound. He wants the foul, got smacked in the face, asking for the call, not getting it. He's gonna hustle if he needs to get over that center line. Who just beat it?
Yeah,
he took the whole 10 seconds.
He was watching the clock, he knew. Little statement.
And Gutierrez in the corner, back out to Dirksen. Swings ball out to Desort. Lobs it inside for Gutierrez. Great look. Caden Desort, great vision there to find the open man underneath. Columbia River now up 4 points, trying to get some separation. Loose ball there. We lost a shoe. Columbia River comes up with the ball. Here's out to Yort. Yort for three. That ball's long.
Oh, and he's bringing it up the floor with only one shoe on.
Makes the assist, no good. There's the tap. Ball's loose. Washougal holds onto the ball. There's a three-point attempt.
McEwen, oh.
How long is Carter Murray going to play with one shoe on? Gutierrez open, decides not to take it. Desort with the pump fake. Back out to Gutierrez. Takes this one off the front iron. Looks like we got a timeout.
There we go.
I'm not sure if that's an official's timeout or a Washougal timeout.
You know what they say about for the want of a shoe?
Look at that right there. Great shot, guys. You see, he played a good, what, minute and a half with no shoe on?
Yeah, well, several back and forths. He still doesn't have it on. He's better get running here.
And after he lost it, he picked it up to get it off the court as Columbia River was coming down court. He whipped it over to the sidelines to get it off the court, nearly hit the ball handler in the face, trying to just clear the shoe. You know, obviously it's a safety hazard.
Yeah, he also, I think, bounced it off of one of the assistant coaches for Columbia River.
All right, so Washougal here, down 4, trying to draw a little bit closer. There's an open three-pointer.
That's his spot.
Off the back iron.
Offensive rebound by McEwen.
And there's a foul call. Looks like on... I'm not sure what the call was there. It looked like a timeout, yeah. Great trap there in the corner by Columbia River to force the timeout call.
Boy, that is no man's land. You get stuck down there in the corner. Oh, no, hey, if you like watching high school basketball, you're in luck. We're back next week with 2 VPS Game Time broadcasts. So there you can see there on Tuesday, January 16th, it's a crosstown rivalry. Fort Vancouver takes on Hudson's Bay in girls basketball. That game's at 7. Then on Friday the 19th, we'll see Hudson's Bay girls again. This time they're going to be taking on Kelso. That one's set for 7 as well. Both these games are going to be live on Comcast Channel 328 or on the district's Facebook and YouTube pages. And again, follow that VPS
Game Time,
on Twitter for more details about that.
And both of those games can be called by Fort Vancouver's own Julie Pagel, longtime VPS Game Time sports announcer. So always a lot of fun to hear her on the call.
Boy, nothing out of that timeout as Columbia just took the ball right away. River, I should say. If I'm going to shorten it to one word, we call it River.
River, yeah, all that. They're River. Gutierrez with the pump fake out to Yort. Yort deep three. Ooh, back iron, no good. Here comes Washougal.
Into the trees.
Tough take there, not able to get it. Trying to go up, that's not going to go very well for him. Evan Dirksen lets him know.
Yeah, that's not welcome here.
Yeah, but, you know, Carter Murray's got to get, he knows he's not as tall as him. After the block shot, he gave him a little tap on the chest. He gave Dirksen a little tap on the chest as if to say, hey, good play, big fella.
Yep. And, I mean, nothing to be ashamed of there for Carter Murray, who showed no fear going inside on that fast break.
You can't show fear. You got to play your game. Steal by Yort there on the inbounds pass, and here comes Columbia River for 3. No good. Yort just an inch or 2 off today, just not quite himself. Here comes Washougal. Still a 4-point game. Gone quite a while without a score from either team.
Alex Orson now giving Carter Murray a break.
Giving out Carter Murray's shoe a break.
Yeah.
In the corner, they're trying to work their leading scorer, Moses McEwen, open, but he hasn't had much opportunity tonight. 5 on the shot clock. Here's a left-handed take. That's off the back iron, no good. Evan Dirksen with the rebound. Columbia River looking to push it here. York with the skip out, then out to Desort for 3 from the corner. That ball is good. Caden Desort with a deep 3 from the corner. That is his second of the ball game.
You know, Nick, that was great vision and great trust. But, you know, if you have a good shot but someone else has a better shot, make that pass. It's that looked really good.
And there's the answer right there. That's Moses McEwen. We were just talking about him not getting a shot off, and he gets one off right as soon as we say it. So McEwen now with 6 points.
Both on 3-pointers, or on 2 threes, I should say.
Zort taking the pick from Dirksen, the faux pick, I guess, not quite a screen. Back out to York. Skip pass out here in the corner to Armstrong. Back into Armstrong in the corner. He shoots a 3. No good. Armstrong, the big fella, not shooting a lot of threes, but that one looked good out of his hands. And here comes Washougal. Or with the ball, trying to make something happen.
I'm telling you, man, their point guards are getting half the rebounds for Washougal tonight.
Well,
everyone's committed to not giving up offensive rebounds to this taller team.
Great interior passing. That's a Washougal layup. Ben Goodkin with the pass. Alex Orr with the basket. So this is Washougal's bench really making an impact in this ballgame. So Dirksen up top, swings it out to Desort. Open for 3, pump fakes, goes to the baseline. Great closeout defense. And River resets. Back to Dirksen. Lots of time left here on the shot clock. 15 seconds, 30 seconds left in the quarter. York with the pump fake. Oh, great crossover. That ball's off. Gutierrez fights for the rebound in the land of the Giants, throws it away, and here comes Washougal. Looks like they might want to settle for the last shot. We'll see. Goodkind with the ball here. Back to Goodkind. Lefty goes into traffic. And he's called for the travel. Yeah, great defense there out of Armstrong. He stood his ground.
Yeah, he stood his ground indeed. And that's the trick when a bit smaller players coming at you in the post. Stand tall, hands up, absorb the impact. Don't take a step. He did everything he needed to do. Forced a turnover, and now with about 10 seconds left to go, and River up 2, they get this final shot of the quarter.
So looking for Dirksen inside, gets the ball. There's a call on the floor. Looks like a reach-in foul there.
Less than a second on the clock, Nick. This is going to be a time to. Can't think about it. If you catch the ball, you shoot it immediately.
Desort wide open on top if they can find him. They do. We'll see if he gets something off. That ball is no good. Tough shot with less than a second to catch, set your feet, shoot. So at the end of 3, Columbia River up 2. Just like they were at the end of the first half, 35-33. A tight ball game. We're looking forward to a pretty entertaining fourth quarter, I think.
Yeah, I mean, these final 8 minutes could bring. Who knows what's going to happen, but this has been close. I think Washougal's grit is helping to counter some of the length and talent on River, and this is I'm stoked that I'm here watching this.
Yeah, and you know, you're looking at a playoff team almost for sure in Columbia River. At this point, 5-0 in league, 11-2 overall. I'd be stunned if they didn't make the playoffs. You got a Washougal team who is 2-2 in league, 6-7 overall. They're trying to earn one of those playoff spots. And tonight they're looking like a team that could do it.
Well, with Washougal and Hawkinson tied for 3rd in league, yeah, you know, a game like this, you get a win here, you know, over a team that's sure to give, you know, everyone problems. It would be a good accomplishment. But these final 8 minutes will tell. Washougal gets the ball for the final quarter, down 2.
And Columbia River shooter Jacob York starting the fourth quarter on the bench, getting a blow here before the final part of the game. See what the bench can do. See if some of those senior leaders, other senior leaders can step up here, like Gutierrez or Armstrong. Good interior defense from Gutierrez, keeps that ball alive. Oh, taps it out of bounds. Tough defense from Gutierrez, almost pulls off the difficult tap rebound.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good effort, but Washougal ends up with a full clock and another possession here, so they've got to be breathing a sigh of relief.
Start the ball up top. Oh, great move.
Yeah, Jacob Davis.
Wow. Pump fakes, goes up and under, drops it in with the soft touch, knows the tall defender's coming and drops it in. So, tie game here, 7 minutes left.
Davis just a sophomore. I bet you he's going to add some length.
Desort, another three. His third of the ball game. Desort with 10 points, 11 points now, and Columbia River's up 3. Washougal trying to find something here. A lot of standing around, not what coach wants, I'm sure.
Probing. That's McEwen.
There's a 3 short. Gutierrez pulls down the rebound, and here comes Columbia River. Snook brings it up court. He's out to Zort. Does he want another one? No, not yet. He might want this one. There's a 3-point attempt. That's 2 in a row. Caden Desort from deep. That's his 4th 3-pointer, I believe.
He gave it back the first time, but when the ball came back to him, there was no way that ball was leaving.
Yeah, his feet were set. He was ready to shoot and made the shot. Wow, a 6-point Columbia River lead. Nearly the steal from Desort. So that's all the way to the basket for Jacob Davis. Jacob Davis showing a real cleverness around the basket. He's an undersized. He's listed as a guard forward, but it seems like he's playing in the post a lot.
Yeah, and you could see he sees little openings and he dives into them. He's got wide shoulders and gets through. He's gotten to the rim a few times. He's also gotten some good rebounds. Again, sophomore. It's good to see for the future of the Panther team here. When I look on the roster, he's the only sophomore on the varsity roster here. Lots of upperclassmen, obviously. It's like 8 or 9 seniors.
So for Columbia River, Jacob York checks back in the game. Here's the free throw. This one is good. And that's 5 points for Davis.
9 seniors on the Columbia River Chieftains roster as well.
Armstrong in the high post, not even looking for a shot there. York trying to post up. This one called against, looks like number 25, Troy Prince Butterfield. He is not super happy about that call, but so York kicks it up top to Armstrong, back to York. Waiting for the pick here, coming from Armstrong. Resets it up top. Kick out to York. York for 3. This one's way long. Gutierrez trying for that rebound, but Washougal gets sort of a team rebound there, a tap and a recovery, and here comes the Panthers. So Orr with the ball. From the corner, McEwen, no.
Oh, but he wanted it.
Oh, Snook trying to get that rebound.
But yeah, Prince Butterfield was able to just get a hand on it and tap it out, which is an effective way to get an offensive rebound against a tall team like Columbia River.
And a shorter guard in Snook. Trap from the Chieftains, just gets it out, or does. And here comes Prince Butterfield. Swings it out to McEwen. He takes it to the basket, floats it up, no good. And Gutierrez last one to touch that ball. That ball's going to stay with Washougal.
Fresh shot clock for the Panthers, and 5-point game, a little over 5 minutes to go in this thing. Time to start putting the biscuit in the basket here.
Attempt to go back door. Snook snuffed that one out, looks ahead, kicks it out to Gutierrez. He's going to spot up, but decides to hold on to that ball.
Yeah.
York for 3.
He'll shoot.
That one's good. He says finally.
That was a silky touch, too. Barely rippled the net.
Yeah, York breaks the seal here in the second half. He's got 9 points, and all of a sudden it's an 8-point Columbia River lead, 44-36. Can they keep the pressure on and extend this lead? We'll find out. Our crew tonight is made up entirely of students like Aaron Baker right there on your screen. Hey, Aaron, you're doing a great job. Right next to him is Jax. You can't really see Jax's face, but there he is right there. We love it that we have students from, I think, 5 different schools on our crew tonight, both here in the gym running cameras, also back in our control room, our director, instant replay, graphics operator, audio operator. We have students from high school and middle school. It is a great opportunity for all of these students who are interested in careers in television and broadcasting to get an opportunity to be in a real professional style broadcast. It's pretty awesome.
If you look at we're watching the game along with you at home, and I think it looks good, Nick.
Yeah, I approve. I don't give out grades. I'm not a teacher. But if I were to give out grades, these guys would be like B+, A-. No, I'm kidding. They're doing a great job. So thanks to our crew. And if you or your student are interested in having a career in broadcasting, they can take part in this program. It's open to all Vancouver Public School students. So let us know. Follow us on Twitter or talk to your school video production teachers and they can hook you up. All right, so Washougal back at it here. Or looking to make something happen. Columbia River really extending Washougal out here. Washougal with the skip pass. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Snook goes for the steal, gets the block from behind. Columbia River comes up with it. Here comes Armstrong with the ball. No advantage.
Yeah, he's going to slow it down.
York barely back over the center line when he got that ball. Almost an over and back, but not quite.
Now you can see this idea of maybe taking your time already, A little over 4 minutes left, 8-point game. No need to rush anything.
Unless you're York for three. Oh, he's got the touch now. That's another three-pointer. That's his third of the night. And all of a sudden, he's in double digits.
And it's a double-digit lead for the Chieftains, too.
Desort almost with the steal there. Playing good defense, standing in front of the dribbler there. There's a turnover. Armstrong with the pick. Washougal playing with fire there and getting burned. Out to Desort. He wants another three. That one's good. Caden Desort, another three-pointer. I believe his fifth of the night.
Wow, and that's you see Columbia Rivers dangerous from the three-point line. That's 3 in a row. And what was an 8-point game, Nick, it's now a 14-point game.
Yeah, and that foul there on Moses McEwen, he's not happy. Snook and McEwen tangling for the ball. The referee decided Snook had the position, called the foul on McEwen. And McEwen comes out of the ball game. So Caden Desort, by my numbers here, 17 points, 15 of which came on three-point shots.
And they've looked true. I mean, he's absolutely targeted in. Nice deflection. That was some good defense by Cade Coons.
Yeah, playing cornerback there.
Yeah.
Deflecting the pass. I'll bet you if he plays football, it's probably where he plays, too. So Armstrong up top, playing the high post. Snook looking to get it into Gutierrez. Not quite. There's a turnover, and here comes Washougal. Here's the kick out. Here's the open three-pointer. Off the front iron there. And here comes Columbia River. Gutierrez with the ball. Going 1-on-3, so he slows it down. And Snook's going to reset it up top here.
Well, I can tell you that Cade Coons runs the ball for Washougal.
He does.
Yep.
And the physical play there, he's called for the foul, so not afraid to make a little contact.
Well, 3 minutes to go here, Nick. It's a 14-point game, and this fourth quarter has, you've really got a chance to see why the Chieftains have the record they do, why they're in the driver's seat for the league championship this year.
Yeah, it's tough to come into an opposing team's gym, especially a good team like Columbia River with loud fans and pulling out, and that home advantage and the height advantage is really helping out here. Armstrong all the way to the basket with the left hand and the foul. So that's Armstrong's first basket, if I'm not mistaken. He's junior forward. You know, I had the opportunity to broadcast the Skyview Columbia River game 2 weeks ago, and Armstrong fearless at going to the basket and playing hard. And you see a little example of that there.
But it looked real natural to, he looked comfortable in the air and great elevation, which allowed him to have a comfortable shot.
Yeah, kind of a funny-footed shot, too, because he jumped off his left foot, finished with his left hand. You don't usually see that. That's good body control from Armstrong, and he knocks down the free throw.
Yeah, converts that three-point play, and now we're looking at a 17-point game. It's been a tough fourth quarter for Washougal. I believe they just have 1 point.
There's a three-pointer. That one's short. Maybe some legs starting to show on Washougal, rather. There's a foul underneath. Troy Prince Butterfield, another rebound. He's been very active on the boards tonight.
Foul charges, 32 to see Gutierrez.
So that foul on Gutierrez. Here's the inbound. Great play call, great finish by Tanner Coltrane, the 6'3" senior with his first basket of the night.
And that was probably one of those things they practice in practice. At the end of practice, you practice those inbound plays. Never know when you're going to use them.
Good backdoor cut there from Gutierrez, comes up with nothing. Here comes Washougal. That shot is blocked. Gutierrez and Armstrong kind of team blocked that one. There's another block.
Coltrane tried to make it 2 in a row.
And Gutierrez, a 6'6" senior, long arms, tough to get shots over the top. Even if he doesn't get them, he discourages you from making them.
It is intimidating.
So Columbia River settling in here, 1:41 left. Working this clock, running those backdoor plays. That one doesn't work, and here comes Washougal. Coons. I can see why Cade Coons runs the ball in the football. He is so quick.
Yeah. Takes off with the basketball, and he was weaving.
Turning those hips as he moves, evading defenders like a running back.
Barry Sanders-esque.
Oh, and he's wearing number 22. I love it. We're making all these references to athletes none of these kids have ever heard of. That's
great. I hope there's some kids watching who know who Barry Sanders is, Nick.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's the reason I own a Detroit Lions beanie.
Oh, absolutely magical.
Little floater there, that one no good. Gutierrez with another rebound.
I think he was surprised to find himself so open when he elevated there.
And there's a timeout.
With 1:13, the Chieftains are gonna talk it over one more time. Up 15 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Coach Long, wanting to make sure this team finishes strong because, as a team like Columbia River that anticipates being in the playoffs, there's no way they want to end games softly. They need to finish games hard. Even when they're up 15 points here, you're not going to win in the playoffs unless you know how to close teams out and play all the way through the final buzzer.
That's right. And, Washougal's shown some good gamesmanship. Let's listen to the Columbia River band here.
Led by Dave Chartrette. One of the great things about high school basketball.
Yeah, and here you are talking about kids not knowing, who Barry Sanders is. They're playing a song by, that's from 1979. I mean, that's before you were born.
Louis didn't come out in 1979.
What?
Louis? That was Louis.
Wasn't that Angel as a centerfold?
Oh, you're right. I thought that was Louis.
It's all right. Well, they played YMCA earlier. That's a 70s song. Whatever.
No, you're right. I'm so used to hearing bands play Louis. I just made an assumption. So Columbia River here clearing the bench, bringing in some guys we have not seen yet. So it looks like we've got
Skylar Groats in there.
David Anderson.
Yes.
Kieran Brar.
Brendan Geist. Well, 52 seconds left. These guys will get a chance to run some offense, but not right now. Looks like it's an offensive foul and a turnover. Columbia River, they had some turnovers early in the game. It was a plague. They had 4 in a row on 4 straight possessions, and they really kept track of the ball in the second half. That's part of why Washougal's only scored 3 points here.
Yeah, I'm sure they got an earful at halftime about taking care of that basketball. And they made some smart adjustments there in the second half, working the ball inside a little bit more to try to spring open those shooters, Resort and Jordan. It worked. All the way to the basket, the hoop and the harm. Really strong game tonight out of Ben Goodkin, the senior, the 5'11" senior with his 7th basket. Made a lot of impact plays tonight.
Yeah, and you look at him. He's 5'11", and he has finished in the paint a couple of times and had, again, no fear taking it in. You got to respect that. 3-point play.
Yeah. So 8 points for Goodkin. We'll have what I believe to be an accurate count of the scoring here at the end of the game. Give you some of these high scores before we finish out.
Yeah, I could have done you a favor and kept track of the score, but I've just been too engrossed in the game. Sorry.
We all have excuses. All right, 8 seconds left. One last possession here for Washougal. Columbia River's defense not giving it up. There's a 3. No good. And the tap is no good. And there's your final buzzer. So our final tonight, Columbia River 53, Washougal 41. The leading scorer tonight for the Chieftains, Caden Desort, 17 points. Coming in second place there, Jacob York with 12 points. Evan Dirksen with a strong game tonight by my count, 8 points. Nicene Gutierrez with 6. Jack Armstrong with 2. On the other side of the ball, Moses McEwen had 6. Ben Goodkin, the leading scorer with 8. And here are some highlights. There's some of the early highlights. The three and the finish there by Desort. The only two-pointer he hit. There's Goodkin with his three-pointer. This is when Washougal still had it cooking. Great drop pass right there from York.
A good fast-breaking team.
Backdoor to Gutierrez. We saw a lot of that in the second half. Huge block right there. Good left-handed pass and good extra pass there for Desort out in the corner for a three. There's the big three from Moses McEwen, held to just 6 points, the leading scorer for this Washougal squad.
Nice dish there by Goodkin.
And Desort really kept Columbia River going in the third quarter there with these threes. In the early part of the fourth. And then York, if you give him his feet set, he's going to make those shots more time than he's not. So back-to-back threes here for York.
And that was a string of 3 or 4 three-pointers in a row by the Chieftains. And that was when the game was just blown apart here in the fourth quarter.
And there was Armstrong on the backdoor pass. And here's that great finish right there a moment ago by Goodkin. Great job from our replay crew tonight. Holy cow, what a bunch of great replays.
Some good plays. Now, Columbia River, with this win, has moved to 6-0 in league. That's a 2-game lead over second place Mark Morris. I don't know if they played tonight. I may be missing the score, but at this point, 2-game lead. They showed a lot. They got a long team. I mean, everyone is very interchangeable. A lot of long, lanky players. They were able to protect the paint, and just with those long arms, it was hard for the Washougal Washougal when they were on offense to probe, looking for an opening, and the Chieftains did not make it easy.
Yeah, and the mark of a good team when York didn't have his normal stuff. Early on, you saw other players step up. Again, Caden Desort with 17 points. Dirksen was huge in that first half, keeping the ship afloat. And Gutierrez with some clutch plays on offense and defense. It'll be really fun to see what Columbia River can do the rest of this season. Any final thoughts here, Orion, before we let our crew go home for the night? They have homework to do, I'm sure.
No, I thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, make sure you tune in next week. On Tuesday and Friday, we've got girls basketball. We've got some more boys basketball games coming up later this year with Hudson's Bay and Fort Vancouver. So make sure you check out our schedule for that. So tonight, the final score, Columbia River holds on 53-41 over Washougal. For Orion Ludlow, I'm Nick Vole. Thank you for watching VPS Game Time, and we'll see you next time.
This VPS Game Time broadcast is brought to you in part by the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools, getting kids to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn. For more information, go to www.foundationforvps.org.